All right, people, what the hell y'all doing out there? Happy hump day, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. Happy hump day. It is Wednesday. It's hot as hell where I'm at, bro. We got, the triple digits and all that good stuff. I'm sweating balls. James, I know it's summertime where you're at. You got that sunshine going on. How you doing, bro? You still got the
Mm,
beanie on though. Is it cold? Is it hot? I'm always confused. What's the weather going on over there?
I wear the beanie because it's got like the foam innards in the ears, and I'm sweating balls here. You know what I mean? And it's got if I don't have this beanie on, they're gonna get ruined. The headphones are gonna end up stinky and sweaty. So I basically got them just as a buffer. I
Yeah,
mean, and don't get me wrong, I wish I didn't have it because my sweaty bald head under here.
yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to take a cold shower after this
bro. I hear you. It's
because
hot.
I'm got
It's hot
I'm
where I'm
wearing
at.
shorts. I got the Jasper coat. Have you ever tried to cut hair in this weather? I was like cutting hair in like bloody. I was just cutting hair top off and shorts, mate. I tell you. Have you ever tried to like cut
No,
hair
I
and
have
shave
not.
it and like shave a beard in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
weather? It's mental.
No, I imagine, bro. That's pretty difficult. And like, I know you guys don't have air conditioning over there. So what do you guys do in the summertime? You just kind of bear it, or what?
You open the window, you know.
Open the window. But isn't it like humid? It's like hot and humid over there. It's
Yeah,
like always like
there's
balmy.
no wind whatsoever. It's very oppressive, I would say.
Yeah,
So I got back and I was outside in the garden doing the videos, and it was just when you'll see I'm posting later, I've just got sweat dripping off of me. I've got like everything's falling out of my hands. I'm drinking a cup of tea because it's apparently it's good to drink warm drinks in like when it's like really hot or something. I read once, so
yeah.
I'm drinking like a hot cup of tea to stop myself like fucking
So, so,
passing out.
so
But yeah,
basically, James is in the backyard, shirtless, dripping. I mean, like can't keep the women away. Got a hot cup of tea, going crazy, bro. I know that Asians they believe that kind of stuff. They think like whenever you eat, you're supposed to drink something warm. You're never supposed to drink something cold. But of course, I don't know all that about that.
I need John here to tell me if it's like a conspiracy theory or an old wives' tale, or if it's actually accurate, you know. But
Yeah,
he's slacking off. Apparently, he's got a bit of business to take care of.
yeah. Miami John's out there doing some business. He should be in here later. I see him in the chat. He's probably out there wrangling his hoes, bro. He's getting his prostitutes in line with that strong pimp hand like Andrew Tate or whatever. Let me jump in the chat and say what's up to everybody. We got Seashell SoCal. Shout out to you, hon. Good to see you as always. Mr. Jeeky says, let's fucking go. Let's go, Mr. Jeeky. Who else we got? We got Monk Fruit Sweetener. He says Oliver Tree isn't dead. We'll talk a little bit about that. That's a pretty interesting theory right there. He's saying that Oliver Tree guy who died in the helicopter isn't dead. It's all just a performance. What do you think about that, James?
I have no idea who this geezer is. Who is he?
Oliver Tree. I didn't know who he was really beforehand. I'd seen him around. He's a musician, and he died in a helicopter crash in Brazil, or something. I think
What
that's what
type of
happened.
music does he do? Is he country and western or something?
No, it's kind of like pop music. Unless the chat can correct me. I've heard a couple of his songs. They were okay. I don't know why he was such a big
Oh, well, no
star.
loss then. I mean, it's not exactly like he's a loss to the musical community. I mean, look, if Roots Calhoun was to drop dead tomorrow, no one would miss this guy,
Oh, Roots
especially
is
the
great. What are
musical,
you talking about? Roots is
especially
awesome.
the music community.
No,
You
I
know what
love
I mean? So
Roots.
I'm thinking like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
get rid of both of them.
No,
Two for one. I'm hoping for a two for
no,
one.
Roots is a great musician. No, I don't know what Oliver Tree did. I know that I heard his songs were used in Guantanamo Bay to torture
It's a terrible
prisoners.
name, isn't it? Oliver Tree. It's a terrible
I
name.
think it's probably a fake name. I'm not sure. We got so Monk Fruit says he's not dead, so we'll see about that. We'll try to talk about that. We got Presby, bro. Shout out to you, bro. I saw that you had a fantastic prime rib the other day. Made me jealous. I was like, damn, I want some of that prime rib, mashed
He's
potatoes.
out there apparently. There's like he's wrangling up all these little troublemakers who are doing his gaff over or something.
Oh, really?
He's getting kids to snitch on other kids, and they're like
What?
fucking yeah. You should ask him about it. Explain it in the chat. Apparently, I was looking through his ex, and he says he was paying these kids to snitch on the other kids who were like destroying his property or something or
Oh,
damaging his property.
oh, wow, that's funny. He's got his own little in what do they call those informants? Uh,
Yeah.
those with CIs, those CI
Imagine if
informants.
your kids are grass. I couldn't stomach it if my kids were grass.
Yeah,
Terrible.
we got King Yeti in the chat. Says, "What's going on? Howdy, heathens. Good to see you, King Yeti. How you doing, buddy? Miami John, always. Let's fucking go. We got Carrie C in there. Shout out to Carrie C. Did you ever get Carrie
Boom.
C her custard? Her custard.
Yeah, I sent it to her DMs, but the problem is this. Kerry's always causing trouble on X.
Carrie,
And
what are you doing?
I think she's on about her 55th account. She's
Yeah.
always losing her account, so she's always losing her DMs.
Yeah.
And then I'm sending them, and I think she's offline quite a lot, so she never checks her DMs because I go back to check and she's never looked at it.
Yeah.
I've sent it to her new account, but she, she's busy. She's got other things going on, ain't she? She's got a life. She's got a partner. She's got other things going on. She don't need to worry about custard.
She's busy trolling on X and getting kicked off her 73rd account or whatever. Shout out to you, Carrie. See, we got Kelly Cat in the chat. Shout out to you, Kelly Cat. Good to see you as always. Let me go on down the list, make sure I got everybody. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. No, the Oliver Tree guy. He was the guy. He's got that funny bowl haircut with the long in the back. I think he was on like H3 with Ethan Klein. A couple times he did some.
What do they call that? Serious at the front and party down the back, isn't that what you call it?
Yeah, business.
Like the mullet. You're serious at the front, party down the back.
Yeah, business in the front, party in the back. That's right. And apparently, what happened was he put out these videos saying that he was going to leave his record label, and his record label started threatening him because they shelved his latest album. That he went down to Antarctica. And all this, he like filmed music on every continent, a song on every continent. And then he did a whole thing about Antarctica for like a couple months, and that was part of it. And they said they weren't going to do it. So that he sued them to get out of the contract. He got out of the contract, and they said, well, if you get out of the contract, you'll be sorry, buddy. And then maybe.
So he got out of the contract, and they put a contract on him.
Yeah, a month later, he was in a helicopter ride in Brazil, and he even said he had a bad feeling about it. And another helicopter hit him. And one of the guys who owned the record label company also owns a drone company that could fly helicopters, unmanned helicopters. So people are all theorizing that, like, he was up in a helicopter and somebody sent like an unmanned helicopter to kill him. But now we got Monk Fruit. That's David P in the chat. He's saying that this is all a work. That Oliver Tree's still alive, and what is it, Monk Fruit? Is it a promotion for his new album?
So then he has a big comeback. I'm alive or something.
Well, or even the fact that like maybe they kill that character off, and then the album does fucking bananas because now he's dead, and everybody's like, oh my god, let me hear what his last record. It has astronomical sales. And then he rides off into the sunset and like assumes another identity somewhere else. Maybe he's making fish tacos down in Ensenada, down in Mexico or something like that, and living out his life. That's not too bad, is it? Would you do that, James? Would you fake your death for a couple $100 million and then go down into Mexico and make fish tacos?
That's the problem. I like being me too much. I like waking up in the morning. I sleep naked in bed. I like putting clothes on. I like going to.
What was the need to say that? I sleep naked in bed.
I like the women to know what I sleep naked in bed, and then I like to put some nice clothes on, and I like to go into the mirror and admire myself.
Yeah.
And if I was successful, I'd want it to be in my own name,
right?
Because I'm incredibly arrogant, so I wouldn't want it to be in any other name or as an alias. Or to be a behind-the-scenes guy, I'd have to be up front to take all the glory.
Yeah,
because I want all the glory.
I know,
as
but
an egomaniac.
Does it have to be your name? Like let me give you an example. I know a whole bunch of people, and a lot of people from other countries are like this too, where like they're Asian, they're Chinese or whatever, and they come to America, and like their name over in China is like Ding Pao or something like that, and then their name when they come to America is like is Michael. You know what I mean? And so it's like. Then they're called Michael when they're in America, but that's not even their real name. They just kind of picked it. Like if you're in Spanish class, you pick, Dirty Sanchez is my name or something like that. So they have no connection to the name. And then the other countries that they go to, they keep doing that. Like if they go to Russia, they pick another Russian name or something like that. Would you be able to do that, James? Or do you always have to call yourself James?
Oh, no, as long as there was a face to the name, as long as it's my face, it can be 1,000,001 names, I guess. But as long as it's my face out front and everyone knows it's me, I've got a load of aliases. Yeah, sure, that's fine.
What if you have to get plastic surgery to change the way you look? What about that?
No. Why would you change perfection?
Yeah, well, I mean, like if you had part of your Illuminati deal, bro, was that like after 7 years, you have to, fake your own death and they're going to help you, of course. And then they have to like do plastic surgery to change your look and then you can go live like in Italy somewhere on Lake Como, with $50 million. Would you be able to do that, or do you still need to be out, in the public, out seeing the people?
Yeah, I think I'm just one of those people that needs to be me, needs to be out front, and needs to look like myself. I'm like, when I look at Clavicula now, he's slowly chipping away, isn't he? And I always imagine when you like look in the mirror, kind of chips away at your soul, doesn't it? Because eventually you lose yourself. You don't recognize the person looking back at you. And I'm not that much of a sellout or that much obsessed with like, I want money, but I don't care about having a ridiculous amount of money that I'm never going to spend.
Yeah.
If I have like a good wedge and I can keep my soul and keep the way I look, I'd rather take that than the other, if you know what I mean.
Well, that brings up a good question. We got Schnauzer Max in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. He says James Skid Mark Sheets have entered the chat, referencing you sleeping naked. But no, that you bring up a good question, James. The question is this: is that like, and everybody in the chat, you let me know what you think. Is your face intrinsically tied to your identity? Do you guys think that? Like James just made the argument that it is. Could you completely change your face? And if you did change your face, how do you think that would impact your psyche? Like what is that? There's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio in it. What he was like.
Vanilla Sky is another one. Look at what it does to you, right? Look at the people that are in horrific motor. Look at it like people that are in horrific motor bike accidents or car accidents or F1 like Nicky Lauda and stuff like that. They end up looking like something out of a horror movie, and it completely breaks them. It breaks their psyche, because when they look in the mirror, they no longer see the person they used to be. They just see, every day they see the person that was in that accident. They never get past that day. So when Nicky Lauda had his accident on F1, and there's been plenty of people who've died in F1, but say the people that survived that have been badly burnt or badly disfigured, or you've had something in your life where you've been badly burnt or badly disfigured, you get a reminder every single day.
Yeah.
Look at that girl in our country. I can't remember her name, but she got I don't know if they do it in your country, but like honor killings in our country, if you're in a relationship with, say, a Muslim man or someone who's Islamic or Asian, they throw battery acid in your face if you break up with them, because they want to disfigure your face so you can never have another man, or you can never have a happy relationship. And that person has to look in the mirror every single day with their face that's fucking melted. I mean, you can't get past it, can you? Your face is what makes you. You know what I mean? Some people good looking, some people not so good looking, but that's not the point. It's like, it's who you are. It's who people see. It's what people see. And
Yeah.
I think if it was changed and messed about with, it can do permanent damage to you.
Yeah, what do you think about like celebrities who get like plastic surgery and their face changes over time? Do you think that changes them as well?
Yeah, I think they become like, they're trying to like claw back, aren't they? They can't progress through the ages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They get older and they just can't do what we do. I mean, I'm 45. I'm progressing through the ages. Soon I'm going to be 50. Then I'm going to be 60. And I'm not going to have any work done, but I'm a bloke.
Yeah.
So maybe it's different for a woman.
Yeah.
Maybe you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see anymore. So you start tinkering around the edges. But what you're really doing is you're chipping away at your heart. You're chipping away at your soul.
Yeah. No,
And then that reflection you see, it looks, most of them, it looks horrendous and horrific.
Well, I've
You know
seen,
what I mean? How many times do they look better through plastic surgery?
well, I don't know.
Think of some famous women.
Sharon Osbourne, she looks pretty fantastic. In fact, she was at Vanderpump, the band Vanderpump reunion or whatever. We got a picture of her right here. Look at that. She looks amazing in that yellow dress. I'm being a little bit sarcastic, of course, but can you see her, Jam? Like, what the hell is that all about? So
Yeah, but look, think about it,
Ozzy
right?
goes out
Sharon,
and she does this. Yeah.
think of her daughter, right? Her daughter was just a normal chubby girl, when she was younger, and she had like that baby fat, didn't she? And then she lost the weight, and she was in a healthy, happy relationship. But then she got divorced. And what did she do after she got divorced? She obviously went and saw the same surgeon that her mother went to, and she basically turned into a younger version of her mother. So now you can't tell, can you? You put them both next to each other, you can't really tell any difference. They both look horrific.
No, you're 100% right. Let me see if I can't find. There's another one.
What's it, Kelly? Sorry, Kelly Osbourne. Yeah, if you look at Kelly, I think the other daughter that's not been involved in the celebrity, Amy, she looks quite normal and natural, but you never see any photos of her. But Kelly, because she's had the showbiz lifestyle, and Jack as well. I know Jack's got some health issues, but he looks terrible as well, and they all
Yeah.
do. And they can't all be blaming it on Ozzy's death, because Ozzy should have died years ago. It's amazing that he made it to the age that he did.
Yeah, I saw a picture with Oprah Winfrey the other day, and she is losing quite a bit of weight. Let me see if I can bring this up right here.
Oprah's got Weight Watchers now, isn't she? She runs that show, doesn't she?
No,
nice big scam there.
She's on Ozempic, 100%. So she's, classic with Oprah. Her weight was up and down, up and down, up and down. And when she last lost weight, it was like in the early 2000s, and she basically starved herself. She's on that Ozempic stuff now. There was another picture that was even better than that one that I was trying to look at. But
yeah, but then that's terrible, because it affects her business model, doesn't she? Because she's the owner of Weight Watchers, and she's saying how you lose weight gradually is you eat healthy, you have a good balanced diet, you exercise, and you'll lose the weight. And you said she's cheating by doing Ozempic, so she's basically like killing off her business, because everyone's going to be like, well, if you're using Ozempic, I'm going to use Ozempic. Fuck Weight Watchers. Fuck doing it gradually, properly, with healthy eating, a balanced diet, and exercise.
Yeah, no, 100%. You're 100% right. She is not going to do it healthy at all. They all cheat, James. They all cheat. Damn it, that's not what I wanted. I want this one right here. Let me see if I get. Oh, it's a Facebook. Sorry, I'm looking for. There was a picture. I found the picture of her in her pants. But of course,
don't turn me on.
Instagram and Facebook don't allow you to zoom in. Let me see if I can't do this one. Okay, here it is right here. Yeah, she was wearing these tight pants, and this kind of goes with it. They all want to pretend like, they lost the weight, but she's definitely on Ozempic. There's no two ways about it. She's in Cannes, for I guess maybe a film festival. Remember that Cannes is where all the women go yachting. All the yacht girls go to Cannes. They go over there in Italy. But this is her wearing $3,000.
She gets to wear normal people clothes now, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Nice designer clothes instead of fat people clothes.
Well, the funny thing is her head is still fucking huge, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I think it definitely changes you. When you keep getting these plastic surgeries. So I don't know what that would happen. Like if you had a cartel boss, that was wanting to not be in the not want to be in the cartel anymore. And he wanted to fake his death and then exit and, change his face. How could you go back to being normal? Or would it make you less normal?
I think a Turkish guy did that. I think he was there's a Turkish guy that was head of the Turkish Hells Angels. I think his name's Abachai or something. And he's a very, very model-esque guy, right? You can tell he'd been tinkering around the edges before that. But an indictment came down, and they reckon he faked his own death, went and got surgery, and is now living in exile somewhere. But I can understand that if you're a career criminal and you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison, but you only have to look at the psyche there. Oprah Winfrey's been successful most of her life since The Color Purple.
Yeah.
She's been incredibly famous. She's incredibly wealthy. But does she have life fulfillment?
No.
She never got... She had Stedman. Did they get married, or were they just in a long-term relationship?
No.
She never had children. Did she have children?
No, never had children.
I don't think she had children, did she?
Never had children.
But so she was basically a fat person, right? And she was probably incredibly unhappy because she didn't have a satisfying life. So she probably ate the pain away. And now you see her in her later life. She's LARPing as a skinny person. She's LARPing as a fashionable person. This is not who she is. This is not who she's ever been.
Yeah.
She's still inside, no matter what's looking back at her, she will always be that fat woman who's cheated with Ozempic. And you've cheated. It's like if you remember Ben Johnson when he done the 100 meters, he was like at the end of the race, he was celebrating, right? I'm the Olympic champion. I'm the 100-meter champion. I've done it for myself. I've done it for Canada. But he knew as soon as he got off and he done a piss test, he was going to lose it.
Yeah.
He knew he was faking it. You understand? You can't change what's inside.
Yeah.
You know what you are. You know you're a fucking drug cheat. You know you're a fat person, LARPing as a skinny person.
No, you're right. We got Mr. Jiki. He says he's known 4 women for 15 or 20 years. They were always fat. But within the last year, all magically have dropped to size 2. That O is going to be as addictive as heroin, that Ozempic, he's saying. And then Carrie C reminds us that Ozempic is not peptide; it's Gila monster venom. Yeah, you're 100% right. It's a Gila monster protein from the venom of Gila monsters. It's a protein.
Kerry's about
extract.
to get kicked off of X again.
Yeah. Oh, Carrie, you better be careful. You better be careful, Carrie. Watch out now. No, but it's funny that there's such a demand to change people. I also look at Ozempic, James, quite a bit, like exactly how the COVID shot used to be. They create this social environment where everybody rushes and they all want it. They want to force you to take it, and then it destroys your body. And that's the same thing that's going to happen with all of these people with Ozempic. And also people who don't change their behavior, their lifestyle. Once they get off of Ozempic, they gain all the weight back. Because Ozempic, apparently what it does is it paralyzes the sphincter in your stomach so that you're never hungry. It never opens to process the food. And it does a lot of other nasty stuff that Gila monster venom does too. James, we talked about this before, is that Gila monsters, all it takes is one little nick from their mouth to kill their prey. And then they stalk it for it could be up to 2 or 3 weeks until the prey finally drops dead. Not good. Not good at all.
And you voluntarily want to put that into your body.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we have a fake one over here. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Monjaro? Something like that. I think we have a Mickey Mouse one, like Monjaro or something. I probably butchered the name, but I think a member of my family's using it. And it's like, if you give a certain person, right, there's 2 types of people, right? There will be people that do it the right way. There'll be people that want to change their life, and what they'll do is they're right, I'm going to have to focus on changing every aspect of my life to become the person that I want to be. I'm going to have to change how I interact in and outside of work. Maybe I'm going to have to cut out alcohol. Maybe I'm going to have to cut out smoking. Maybe I'm going to have to start going to the gym and exercising. Or maybe I'm going to have to look at a home gym. Maybe I'm going to have to start doing walking and running. Maybe I'm going to have to do more meal prep. Maybe I'm going to have to do home cooked meals, less takeaways, fix my diet, fix my exercise. And I'm going to do it the right way. And then there'll be people, right, that will cheat. And you'd be amazed, right, at the people that cheat. The people that cheat, right, are the celebrities, the musicians, the actors and actresses, the people that have got the wherewithal to do it right. They've got more money than God. They've got more money than God. They can get a home gym. They can afford a gym membership. They can get a personal trainer. They can get a cook, a chef, a dietitian. They can do it the right way, but they want the easy fix. They want to cheat. They want to be in that nice dress. They want to be in that 2-piece bikini. A man wants to wear a fitted suit, and you'll see that they'll take the easy way out. But the person that really can't afford it, they will do it the struggle way, but it will be better for them in the long run because they've got long-term health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It will be hard, it will hurt, but they've got long-term health. These others, they're going to be like yo-yo fucking dieters. They're going to go straight back to being fat eventually.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I think most people that are, like in Hollywood, musicians, they're not strong people. They're easily manipulated and they go with the flow. The other thing too is be careful, don't put the chemicals in your body, like the diet Coke and the diet this and the Splenda that. Be very careful with all those chemicals that you put in your body, because James is right. Don't take shortcuts. Just plan it out, stick to your plan, be consistent over the course of 1 or 2 years, and then you'll see the results. Whatever it is. It's like, James, you and I were talking about this earlier. Behind the scenes, we were talking about we were doing our show here, we're having a good time, but now we want to get some more eyeballs on the stream. We want to get more people out there to see what's.
We want to grow, like my penis.
Yeah, we want to. And we don't necessarily we want to grow because people are excited to come and listen to the show.
Yeah,
they want to hear about James sleeping naked. They want to hear about James's penis.
Yes, sweating profusely, and like the sheets just can't even like it's so bad last night, right? I didn't even get in the sheets. I just literally passed out on top of the bed. It was so bad, so uncomfortable, so oppressive. I was like, God, I woke. When you wake up and your mouth feels like the bottom of a birdcage.
Yeah. Oh,
I was like, get me some water. Rehydrate me for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's horrible, bro. You got to be careful with that. But no. So
Yeah.
so that's in every aspect of everybody's life, and I'm sure everybody in the chat knows exactly what I'm talking about. And some days you don't feel like running that 2 miles or 2 kilometers or whatever, or you don't want to do your workout, but you still got to do it. Yeah, it's better to get through it and better to do it and
Well, think about
see
it.
the
I always
return.
look at us, right? I look at us and I look at this stream and I think we're really good. I think we're really good at what we do. We have great chemistry, we have good banter, we have good bants. And it's like we turn up on time every time. We've never missed a beat, we've never missed a stream. We're really working hard. We're putting in all this effort. And like you said, we are fucking growing so slow. I mean, when I think about your channel, not necessarily my channel, take my channel out of it because I'm just popping videos. But even my channel should be like at least 1,000 subs. You should be way above that. We're putting in all the effort, but it's like somehow we're stuck in the algorithm. We're not attracting eyeballs. DWAG doesn't turn up to work.
It's all
It's
D-Wag's fault.
like
That's right. It's
fucking,
all D-Wag's fault.
we're getting handicapped left, right, and center, but we still turn up, don't
Yeah.
we? Because we know that you have to work hard, you have to put in the effort, and we're hoping that we're going to reap the benefits on the back end. We haven't just up sticks and quit. If there's 5 people, 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, we turn up, we do our job, and then we go off and we do other stuff. So it's like that. You have to have that attitude. You can't be defeatist about it. You've got to keep working hard and then hope that you find that magic ingredient that's gonna send a stratospheric.
Well, there he
That's
is.
how I feel.
He's out there in the outdoors studio. What's going on, Miami John? Are you out in Miami? What are you doing, buddy?
Oi, bruv. What's up?
I thought that was D-Wag for a minute, bro. Out there with all the palm trees.
I had to pull a D-Wag.
Yeah.
I came out for a cigarette. I was like, let me run in and talk to these boys because they missed something up here.
Oh, what do we mess up? What do we got?
You guys were talking about the Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
How Oprah cheated and therefore she's invalidating Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
And what you guys missed is that Weight Watchers now sells Wegovy, which is a pill version of the Gila Monster juice.
So they sell the pills, the oral version of it. Wow. I don't even know if that works though. I don't know, everybody in the chat, you let me know what you guys think. But I've seen people talking about the oral version of the Gila Monster, and they said it doesn't work because they don't want to take the injection.
I mean, I won't take the Gila Monster juice, so I will never know.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. Would you? What do you think about what we talked about just now, John? If you had to go and have plastic surgery to change your face, do you think that would impact how you behaved or how you felt about yourself or your identity?
I think it honestly, in a, not to get all like fucking spiritual out of body kind of shit, but I think it would. Like, you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't even really recognize the person looking back at you. It's you grow up, you're accustomed to the face you were given, and then all of a sudden you go and you alter that, and maybe you start feeling like a different, like psychologically, it probably wears on you, right? As a person, like, I'm not the person I used to be. Like, it's physical confirmation of an inner change.
Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I think it boils down to the real question is that is your identity tied to your genetics? Do you think your identity is tied to who you are genetically?
I think it's definitely part of it. And I think it's, everything has a nature element and a nurture element. Now, what percentage is each? Who knows? I'm sure with behavior.
Oh, come on, John. You got a clearer answer than that, don't you?
I think it's probably close to 50-50.
You think so? Epigenetics and regular genetics, you think it's 50-50?
Well, and then your surroundings, like, how were you treated when you were a child, when you were in those early development stages? I think that definitely plays a factor. Not like, the right will tell you it's all genetics. The genetics are destiny or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then the left will tell you, no, it's all about how you were treated as a kid and where you loved and blah, blah, blah. Right. And I think it's a combination of the two.
Yeah.
Right. Well, like, I think good genetics can probably overcome a bad upbringing.
Yeah.
As far as like, you having the right attitude about having had a tough life. Right. But yeah, I think it's probably closer to 50-50.
What do you think, James? Do you think that holds true? You think it's a 50-50 with nurture and nature kind of thing with how you are as your identity forms as a person? Or do you think it's more genetic and like maybe 80% genetic and maybe 30% or 20% something else?
I don't know. From my personal experience, I'm literally a carbon copy of my dad. You literally, you literally can't tell us apart. You've seen a photo of him. We look the same. Same build, same height. You know, we're pretty much identical to each other. We're both like kind of like, I suppose personality wise, I'm more like my mother, but then that's another genetic trait. I
Yeah.
absolutely 100% look like my father, and I've 100% got my mother's personality. My dad is not particularly outgoing. He's very much like an old school, strong, silent type. My mother is very outgoing, very talkative, very personable, very gregarious. So I've got my like dad's physique, stature. I've got my mother's personality. So I'm probably like, I'm a 50-50 genetic copy of my parents,
Well,
split down the middle.
sure, sure, sure. Do you think that like how the Nazis they did those experiments on twins, and this is the point of their experimentation to see how much of their identity it was genetic and how much of it could be socially engineered. What are your thoughts on that, John? Do you think we see that right now? Even we see the African migrants going into England. We see them going into Spain, and they're trying to become black English people or black Scotsmen or African Scotsmen or African Americans. Do you think genetics is really tied to behavior? We got African American people have been here for how long? How come they don't? How come their behavior is whatever it is? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a genetic component. I think there's also an upbringing component. Like, there's a reason why a lot of foreign black people don't like American black people, right?
Yeah,
So I think that's definitely a component. When I lived in Jersey, I had never experienced African people from Africa,
yeah,
right? Other than like the Nigerian princes online, of course.
yeah,
But but I met like I was an Uber driver up there. I met a lot of actual people who migrated over from Africa, very well-to-do people, very educated. Not what you would think of when you think of like the kind of migrants that are heading to James's way.
yeah.
So I think upbringing is definitely plays a big factor. It can overcome bad genetics, I would say, even to an extent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a roughly 50-50 mix. That's my take on it.
We got
I'm sticking to it.
Elizabeth. Shout out to you, Elizabeth. She says in the chat, you can raise two children the same way, and they both come out different, but they do have different social experiences. Twins separated at birth have so many things that they do the same. So she agrees that both count in some way. I know that like one of the things that like of course, we study the different versions of the occult and all that kind of stuff and on our own or whatever. We talk about it sometimes. We'll probably talk about it more. But one of the things they look for is the ability to disassociate. And I know that after 3 generations, it becomes an epigenetic trait that you're much easier. You're able to disassociate more easily if it's in your bloodline. And so I know that like your bloodline does carry the traits of whatever your parents are, and that does come into account of who you are. And so I think all that's very interesting, and it's fascinating to think about the impact of what your physical appearance is, and how it is tied with your identity, and how the reason why I bring it up is because so much of what is going on in the world tells us that it has nothing to do with it. Somehow we're supposed to just swallow that. It doesn't matter if you're black, orange, yellow, green, or blue, that we're all the same on the inside. When I don't think that we are all the same on the inside. What do you think, John?
I went down a rabbit hole recently, maybe like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
There was a guy who I go down a lot of rabbit holes. This is very true. There was a guy online who was doing physiognomy readings.
Okay.
That's physiognomy, not phrenology.
Yeah.
Just so we're all on the same page. But that's basically like
what, tell people what
shape of people's faces,
yeah,
and facial structure, like nose shape, whether you have the high divine cheekbones, a square jawline, or an angled jawline.
in a cranium capacity.
Your face is longer.
Yeah.
No, that's phrenology.
Oh, okay.
Wrong science. That's the one that'll get us off YouTube.
Yeah, we gotta be careful with that one. Yeah.
But no. So he was listing traits that each facial shape has, and how there's combo facial shapes sometimes, Like it's it's not just set in stone. There's like one square jaw face, and then there's varying degrees of it. But yeah, he seemed to think that you could really pick apart a person's personality. Now he was doing known people, which kind of
It's okay.
you can.
No, I
It's
understand.
kind of woo a little bit.
No, I understand what you're
Seems like
saying.
it is, but it also seems like there could be something to it. Like a person who has a strong jawline, right? Like yourself, for instance, right? Narrow face, very symmetrical, square jawline. Society is going to react to you in a way because you're
Sure.
a physically attractive man, which is then going to make you reflect stuff back at society based on the way it's treating you.
Right.
So it could be that the facial shape made you that way, or it could be that the facial shape made society treat you in a certain way, and therefore you became that way, right?
Yeah.
So it's a chicken and egg situation.
Well, I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but I don't really think it is a chicken and egg situation. The reason is, I'll tell you why, is because that symmetry is mathematical elegance, and mathematical elegance appears at the higher, areas of intellect or of refinement. I'm not saying that like I'm
gonna try that at the bar next time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the most beautiful chick and be like, "You, ma'am, are mathematically elegant."
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Well, you see the same thing in architecture. You see the same thing in even music. You see the same thing expressed throughout many different, disciplines. And it is in looks too. It's in genetics as well. And so I think that's an interesting thing to think about. One of the people who was not mathematically elegant is I got him coming up right here. We'll talk about this real quick. I thought that this was hilarious.
John, he's never mathematically elegant.
No, we got our favorite DEI, Angie Baez.
Jesus.
Yeah, we talked about her last time and how she stole this trash can. She poured out the trash, right, and stole the trash can. And apparently, she was a DEI executive director, diversity, equity, inclusion at J.P. Morgan Chase. Can you believe that? And before that, she was a director for, I think, a restaurant chain or something. Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
And she looks like she has the right physiognomy to be doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, bro, how crazy is it that she was at least pulling down 6 figures, and she steals a trash can? That's wild to me. What are your thoughts on this, James? Is she a looker? Is she gonna get it done? What do you think, James?
This always amuses me, right? I've talked about this before, and I've likened it to other situations, right? But remember, we talked about Zimbabwe, right?
Yeah.
With the farmers, how the black farmers were handed the farms. And then what did they do? They slaughtered all the animals, they burnt it down, and then they threw a party. When fucking Paris Saint-Germain won the Champions League, bear in mind these people that live in Paris, they're supposed to live there, they love their city. What was their first reaction?
They burned
Paris
it down.
didn't lose, they won.
Yeah.
Their first reaction is to do, we're going to burn this motherfucker down. Take where I come from, Croydon, Reeves Corner, when we had our version of Black Lives Matter and Antifa. They burnt down Reeves Corner and half of fucking Croydon and Tottenham. And then you get this, right? Finally, first time since the 70s, New York Knicks or something win an NBA championship. Right? This is a joyous occasion for the city. This is where you live. This is where you work. This is where you love. This is where you eat. And all of these people, a lot of them that are immigrants, right? It's like they turn it into a fucking chimp's tea party. It's like if you've ever been to the zoo with your friends or family, right? There'll be one monkey that starts flinging shit. Then they'll all start fighting and flinging shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is what it's like with these people. It's like a contagion. You know what I mean? They get so fucking lost in themselves. They destroy their own city. Look, and she doesn't care that she's on camera. She doesn't care. She's gleeful. She's joyful. And this is a woman that has to wake up in the morning knowing that she has a city job. You know what I mean? She works there.
J.P.
And
Morgan
she's going to get
Chase.
fired.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She's going to get fired.
Yeah.
Over stealing a fucking bin.
Yeah,
and destroying the city that you live in because the New York Knicks won. They didn't lose.
Yeah, they
fucking won.
What kind of rationale or a decision-making ability does she have to sacrifice her career to steal a trash can, bro? What are
Well,
your
just look at her. She can't even like. She's not healthy. You can imagine she's never said no to any. She's never said no to a piece of cake.
no?
You know what I mean? So she's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna steal it. She's got low impulse control.
Yeah,
I'm gonna steal the bin. It's like those people when that black worker, he come out and said, please don't do it. You know, this is the school bus. You know, it's gonna come out of my pocket. You said they still trashed it.
yeah, yeah. They still did. So that they still trashed the school bus, but they got the bin back this time. Then the other thing that they were posting, everybody was posting her resume. They're blanking out all her information, everything like that, and this is her resume, and her resume is crazy. She's talk about I don't know about you how it is with you, James and John. I don't know if you have applied for many corporate jobs, and I used to do the whole corporate thing, and you have to come up with all this kind of crazy like verbiage, like manage cross-departmental projects from inception to completion with emphasis on clear communication, timely delivery, and roadblock elimination. Like, what the fuck does that mean, bro? That you send emails on time? Like, what the hell? Responsible for technical program management for the global team and training development team. Like, what are you talking about? So you're responsible for more emails. But she's sending more emails. Manage the vendor relationship, implementation, configuration of various third-party tools and services for training and development team. So basically, you sent emails and you made photocopies. You know, that's all.
It's a made-up job, isn't it?
It's a bullshit job. Optimize cross-departmental communications, partnership, and documentation for the organization. Okay, so you sent emails once again. All you did was send fucking emails. Partnered with QA team in delivering technical documentation and training materials, prepare an organization for upcoming releases. I agree that AI is going to absolutely demolish and wreck these jobs. John, what are your thoughts on that? Are they going to all be replaced by AI that can also send emails?
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Anyone whose job is like even dealing with customers, because there's voice AIs now that are pretty damn good. These are all going to get taken by AI.
Yeah,
it's funny because like I had to creatively find ways to put my weed industry job in my resume.
Well, was that when you were a gigolo? Was that with the meat you were selling?
So
come on, like, James, that was a good one.
I put.
Wow, I missed something, did I?
Yeah.
Jesus, my bad.
No, you're
my
good.
bad.
You're good. You're good, bro. You're like Liam over there running all over my jokes, James. Damn it. I make one good joke.
I know, terrible.
One good joke.
It was a great joke. I missed it, but belatedly laughed.
Okay,
It was a great joke.
All right.
I apologize.
Back to you, John. What are you saying, buddy?
No, so I put, conducted QA analysis on potential product coordinated purchases and sales. You know, you put all this
bullshit language, bro.
Shit sound like if it's some crazy like
all this double speak
and thing. Yeah, it's just double speak, man.
So we jump down. Let me jump down.
Resume speak. You know how we talk about like real conversation that the Bruvs have.
Yeah.
And then when you're out having drinks and you just have the cocktail talk.
Yeah.
Well, there's also resume speak.
Corporate talk. Yeah.
This is buzzwords.
Yeah.
It's all bollocks. It's made up bullshit.
It's all bullshit. And then she has her professional skills listed on the left with some dots that she can.
She's probably got a GoFundMe now, hasn't she? They all have after they get like fucking
hilarious.
shit cans. She's probably got a GoFundMe.
That's hilarious. She was a freelance artist and art director. She contributed as an art director to One Hope's first mobile app. So that doesn't tell you anything. She didn't do shit. All she is somebody they can hire. She's a person of
She's
color.
a fat Spaniard, isn't she? A fat Hispanic. She's like an advocate for like arseholes, you know, and it looks good, doesn't it? They're hiring all these type of people. They should just like, I thought Trump was going to go through these places root and branch and get rid of all this like DEI bullshit. Just, you know, fucking take a fucking cleaver to it.
So the best is, let me look down at her education, okay? She was working as a director of DEI at JP Morgan Chase. That's at least a six-figure job. In fact, I should try to find out how much, on an open door, how much that job pays. I bet that job might even pay $250,000. but her education, all she has is an associate's degree in the arts and a certificate in graphic arts and tech information. So she is undereducated, underqualified, and her whole identity politic is the exact thing that got her this job. Complete 100% bullshit.
Do you reckon she could speak English?
Yeah, oh yeah, she's probably bilingual too. She's probably bilingual.
I doubt it. She probably does not speak Spanish because these DEI Hispanics don't typically speak Spanish. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh, really?
And their parents are probably ashamed of them, or grandparents, whichever generation the Spanish fell off. The previous generation is like very disappointed. But when I was growing up, you know, obviously we're Americans, we have to speak English. But if we didn't also speak Spanish, our parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles were all pissed off at us because it's like, you don't understand the opportunity you have to grow up speaking a second language.
All right, so check this out. I hear what you're saying, and it infuriates me. But something that infuriates me even more is, as of June of 2026, people, the average annual salary for a DEI director in New York is approximately $242,000. It could be as low as $179,000 or as high as $328,000 a year annually. So this bitch, who was underqualified, she was overfed, though. She was overfed. She could have been making $328,000 a year in New York City at JP Morgan Chase, and you know they were paying top dollar, bro. You know they were paying top dollar. That is wild. That's
so crazy. It is kind of funny that she got shit canned over a trash can.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah, she got shit canned over a trash can. 100%,
JP Morgan Chase, I bet, are one of the higher numbers that bring that average up.
Oh, guarantee, bro, 100%. And so, was it worth it? Probably not, bro. And will she get another job doing that? I don't know. 100%.
Oh yeah, she'll use this whole thing as a pity party. I got fired because I'm a Latinx woman who was celebrating in the way that Latinx women are supposed to.
Didn't you say she was some kind of artist? Didn't you say she was some kind of artist?
She said she was a freelancer or something like that. I don't know if she was an artist or not, bro.
Mamdani's fucking wife will probably fix her up with a job. She's some kind of artist, isn't she? Probably Mamdani will get her a job.
Yeah, what about Mamdani? How's he doing in New York City? Do you know John, or is he? I haven't paid attention. I heard Sneeko talking the other day saying that everybody liked him, so I was just curious. We'll probably look into that. That's pretty crazy.
He's like Sadiq Khan, isn't he? He's slowly destroying the city from the inside out, but he's like loved. Yeah. He's beloved, even though crime's bad. Fucking, you know, city's going to hell in a handbasket. Fucking, all the millionaires are leaving. All the billionaires are leaving. They're stripping out all the wealth from the economy. Yeah. And he'll be loved, won't he? Beloved by the rich,
by the immigrant
and
population.
The socialists.
Yeah. Apparently, they're trying to put a law in there that says that they can take a homeowner's property from them and make it a ward of the state or something like that. That's pretty wild. But let me.
Yeah, I saw an ugly white woman pushing that, right? And this same, I forget her name because like all these names just sound the same to me. But the ugly white woman comes from a terribly rich, well-off family that have got multiple homes, and she's like saying, "Well, yeah, my family can have multiple homes, but you can't have multiple homes. You will not. Home ownership is not for the likes of you. Yeah. Home ownership is just for me and mine."
Yeah, that shit fires me up, bro. Gets me so pissed off. We got Mr. Jeeky in the chat. He says he doesn't miss those email jobs anymore, never going back. What type of email job did you have, Mr. Jeeky? I remember, I was an engineer. Most of my day comprised of emails, going to fucking meetings, talking bullshit. Oh yeah, well, we're optimizing our production of the capacity of the flux capacitor. Should have it done by like next year. That was some bullshit, bro. And there was a whole bunch of women that worked there that all they did was send emails, and they would make more than we would make as engineers, man. That like got me so mad. But James, speaking of ugly women, we got the Supergirl. Is coming out.
Oh, I knew you were going to go on to Millie Alcott, mate. I knew it, mate. I've been getting dog's abuse about this because she's English, isn't she? She's the girl from House. Is she in House of the Dragon? Was she?
I didn't know she was English until she smiled, and then I knew she was English right then and there, bro.
What with the teeth? Fucking hell, mate. Do me a favor.
Of course, with the teeth.
Always with the teeth.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Anyway, we got Variety here. Variety is saying that
They trashed her, didn't they?
They did.
Trashed the movie.
They said Supergirl is a super horrendous comic book movie that will be the worst script that he can remember. James Gunn says he wasn't going into production of the movie until the script was rock solid. Turns out that the writer that they're talking about that wrote the script was a woman. And before this, she didn't really have any writing credits, bro, but she was very attractive. She was in Vampire Diaries, I believe, something like that. So yeah, apparently it's gonna be shit. James,
what the good looking one? What's her name? Fucking
yeah. James Gunn's Supergirl will be the first DC movie to open below #1 spot at the domestic box office since Jonah Hex. They were hyping this shit up for a big long
My
time.
old man loves Jonah Hex. He thinks that's a great movie. He loves it.
I mean, well, you can't be perfect on everything, James. You can't have it all, bro. No, 100%.
He's a simple man, though. He doesn't give a shit about any of this comic book stuff. He just likes that there's a fucking geezer going around shooting shit.
Well, I mean, like, they've officially taken over the comic book world. I mean, we have a woman here that wrote this comic book for Supergirl, and like, women can't write other women because they hate women, bro. Women just want to watch the movie. They don't want to make the movie.
Can't we just say that, like, everyone's got comic book fatigue, right? My personal opinion, this is my personal opinion. Everyone's got comic book fatigue. And you notice how sometimes genres just fade away and die. The Western genre has gone, right? We don't get that no more. It's gone.
Yeah.
I think it's time to rest the comic book superhero genre. It's played out. It's tired. How many times have DC had a bite of the cherry to try and get this right?
Okay.
And they always fuck it up. Snyder fucked it up.
No.
Fucking Gunn fucked it up.
I don't think it's played out and tired. I think what's happened is that they're using these IPs to shovel narratives down our throat with feminists first and immigrants and people of color and all that.
That's
kind
a
of stuff.
bullshit pic. She don't look that bad. What the fuck is that?
All right. So here's the McDonald's.
That's
ad,
bullshit,
right?
man.
And
Fucking hell.
then here's what you actually get when you go.
Oh, shut up! She don't look like that. What is that? That's bullshit.
Wait,
she suddenly boss-eyed or something.
I gotta check the teeth. Yeah, that English. Yeah, 100%.
Look, she did shoot herself in the foot. Look, I will say this because she started saying it was LGBTQIA plus coded, didn't she?
Yeah.
She started saying that she was basically asexual. There's no romantic chemistry or connection or plot line in this movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like she's not fucking Lobo. She's not fucking the dog.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on in the movie, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not watching it. I don't give a shit. I know this is terrible, right? And some people are going to get offended. But I really don't give a shit about comic book movies. I don't care.
No,
it's not for me. I don't watch that stuff.
I know.
I watch crime. I watch gangsters.
That's fine, James. But we're not talking about it just from our point of view. We're talking about the point of view from the consumers. Like,
who cares about the consumer? Who cares?
I care about the consumer. The funny thing is that, like, what I think is really going on is that they're using these fucking IPs that everybody grew up in, that they already have investment in, to try to force a narrative down all our throats, bro. I'm gonna jump over to the next thing.
Isn't this based on a comic book that's quite popular? Isn't this based on Woman of Tomorrow or something?
Yeah, it's based on something
quite
like
popular.
That.
I don't know who did Woman of Tomorrow. Probably the people in the chat will know who are comic book fans.
Yeah.
But I think it's based on that, and I think they've taken liberties with it. They haven't done it like verbatim.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably where they went wrong. Started taking liberties with a beloved IP.
Yeah. Mr. Cheeky in the chat is agreeing with you, James. He says, "Facts, James. Hollywood should just do a superhero video game toy line reboot cycle when the previous genre starts to get stale." Yeah, I agree. They should go do something else. But what are your thoughts on this, Sean? Do you think that they're shoveling narratives down our throat? Do you think that it's time to let the superhero movie take a break, the genre take a break, bring back James Bond or something like that? The Bourne Identity. I heard they're gonna try to put Zendaya in as the new Bourne. What do you think, John?
Oh God, no. It's Hollywood always brings an agenda.
Yeah.
And it's always an agenda that is fake and gay.
Yeah. Yeah, it
That's
was
really all it boils down to.
it was the gay agenda for the longest time, and then everybody agreed that gays can get married, and then they kept pushing it further, bro. It's just like, god damn.
Yeah, then it became the trans agenda.
Yeah.
Now it's the women can beat up men agenda.
Now it's the women rule the world agenda. Completely agree, bro. Which dovetails.
Whatever happened to making a good movie that makes money? That should be the only agenda, right? I don't really
Exactly.
give a shit, right? I'm not wedded to any genre. I'm not wedded to like any actor or actress. I'm just like, make a good movie, you know, keep the budget down and make as much profit as you can and then roll on to the next fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's it should be. We've gone past, right? The whole thing about it is we want to make money. Everything streaming is about we want to make fucking money.
Yeah.
We want to get more viewers. We want to get more views. We want to get more eyes.
No, I hear you,
The
James.
fucking movies.
Movies are about money laundering, though. That's 100 what they're about. They're about money laundering for other companies. Like the Disclosure movie that just came out. I think that they had like a $10 million budget or whatever, and they crushed it. What do you think about that, James? As far as the money laundering thing.
No, yeah, I believe that. Of course, like any business or any like entity can be corrupted, and of course people are going to get into it and they're going to wash fucking money. Of course you do. You know what I mean? It's like you rob a bank. What's the first thing you do? You go to a casino and you wash the fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking yeah. Of course, I agree with that. But like, keep pumping out these movies that no one wants to watch. I don't see the point.
Yeah, speaking of movies, yeah, they're talking about Zendaya for the next Bourne. They're going to replace Matt Damon with Zendaya. What do you think about that, James? Is that going to fucking carry the series? Are they ever going to learn that nobody wants to watch these fucking movies with women that replace men? Or what do you think about that, James?
Do you know what it is? I've read all the books. I really enjoyed the Robert Ludlum books, but Robert Ludlum just done the original trilogy, if I remember rightly, and then they got someone else to take on done the subsequent novels. And like the first three movies are pitch perfect. I would have ended it there, but obviously you got yourself a cash cow, haven't you? So it has to continue. And we live in an era of remakes, rehashes, reinventions. You know, they can't leave an IP alone. They have to keep tinkering with it, tinkering around the edges. And I think, you know, they're obviously looking for a female lead. Everyone's been led to believe that Zendaya is beloved and popular. I don't see it. I've never found her to be particularly attractive.
Yeah.
I've never found her to be particularly charismatic.
Yeah.
I've never found her to be a great actress, but I think in certain people's mind who maybe are left of centre see her as the polar opposite to Sydney Sweeney, whereas on the right Sydney Sweeney's beloved or Gina Carano's beloved, and they rally around that. And I'm like, Zendaya's not really the answer. I don't see her as like a box office smash.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Automatically giving her a successful IP doesn't mean it's going to be a box office smash, because I don't think has Zendaya ever really made a buck.
No. I agree with you, but you know, she's in Dune. I don't like her I don't really like her in Dune. I don't think she's right for that part. She's in a number of other movies. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to change the archetype of the female leading lady and trying to change.
Do you remember the tennis movie?
James, they're trying to change the beauty standard. That's what I think they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. They're trying to say to you that women who are objectively not very attractive, those are the people that you should look at as being the attractive person of today.
Yeah.
And I don't see it. I've never seen it like that. I don't particularly find Sydney Sweeney that attractive. I just think she's just another blonde with big tits.
Yeah.
You know, she's not to me someone who's aesthetically pleasing. If I compared her to any woman right now that's walking Copacabana Beach,
Yeah.
you would say that those women were miles better looking than her.
You're 100% right.
You've been in the modelling industry. You would say all those models are better looking than Sydney Sweeney.
And there's a lot of very attractive women that they could replace her with. So it becomes a question of why they keep pushing her forward. What are your thoughts on this, John? How come they keep pushing Zendaya forward? Or how come they keep pushing this Molly Alcock forward? What's going on with that?
I haven't heard of this Molly Alcock girl,
that's her right there on the screen.
That's her.
The Supergirl.
She looks very cockeyed, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she's got.
But,
she looks like a boy. She looks like a boy to me. She looks like a FTM.
She looks like a barely functioning autist.
Yeah.
But, the whole Zendaya thing is all astroturfed. they got her to play what's her name? Mary Jane in Spider-Man.
That drove me crazy, bro.
Redhead.
That drove me crazy. Yeah.
And she's been astroturfed ever since. And it's not even that she's not particularly attractive, as James was saying. She looks like a young girl. Like if I was in middle school and she was in the classes, I'd be like, oh, she's kind of cute, right? Like if I was that age, and she looks like she's a middle school girl. She has no body.
Yeah.
She's just a skinny little girl. She's not. If you're going to bring a woman to do the Bourne Identity,
yeah,
or to replace Jason Bourne, she better be smoking hot,
right?
And play the femme fatale role, right? Like if not, then what's the point?
What are we doing here?
A less than mid bitch to play a beloved character, and she's not going to get the love that character deserves because no one loves her. She's fucking below mid.
Yeah. Well,
she's not like hideous.
No.
I know who John wants.
But she's like a 4 or 5. She looks like a fucking little girl she has no tits. She has no curvature on her body whatsoever. Like no one's going there to watch her for the eye candy. So women aren't going to go watch the Bourne movies because that's not really a woman kind of genre, right?
Exactly.
It's a guy genre.
It's a guy genre.
If you're going to replace the main guy with a girl, she better be smoking hot.
Yeah.
And she's not. So it will fail.
Yeah, I agree.
And on that note, I gotta run.
All right, bro. Get out of here.
No, John. Before you go, I know who you want to be in the movie, to be the new female Jason Bourne. You want Gal Gadot, don't you?
No, that bitch is flat too. She has a very pretty face, at least.
She's pretty face.
She's mathematically aesthetic.
Yeah.
But she has no body.
Yeah.
So what's the point of her?
Yeah.
Like women with no body in Hollywood, get them out of there. They don't need to be there.
Well, what about?
Sorry, ladies. I hope I'm not offending you. Actually, I kind of do.
Well, what about when Scarlett Johansson did like the Red Sparrow? Was that pretty good? Or was it Jennifer Lawrence?
No, wait. Are you? Jennifer Lawrence was Captain Marvel.
No, Jennifer Lawrence. She did a.
That was Brie Larson.
That was Brie Larson. It was
okay, no.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence did a movie where she was a spy or something like that, and then.
See, I thought you were talking about Scarlett Johansson in the Marvel movies.
And then, well, Scarlett
Johansson something.
Yeah, Red Sonja. She did Red Sonja, and see that's okay. But
she was hot.
But I don't want to see a woman doing kung fu on men, bro. That's the thing. Write women like women. Yeah. Don't write them like a thin Tom Cruise or some shit like that. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's the same. Exactly. It's the same reason I didn't really want to see Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher, because Jack Reacher's supposed to be 7 foot tall, and you got Tom Cruise as like fucking 2'3" or something like that, bro. Little tiny guy. Press me, bro, in the chat says mid queens are where it's at. No, press me, bro. I completely agree with you. If you're gonna,
I just want to see women doing cooking and porn.
Yeah, cooking and porn. Yeah. No, if you're gonna date or be in love with them, the mid is the way to go, 100%, bro. You don't want to get a girl who's been shit on in Dubai. Then that's what happens.
Nice curvy blonde, that'll do for me.
Pretty girls. Yeah, that's what happens to pretty girls. All right, John, you get the hell out of here. I know you got to get back to cracking it. We were just talking about Gentle Giants, and look who shows up in the chat, Zaid. Shout out to you, Zaid, bro. I think Zaid's like a 12'3" at this point, bro. He's getting up there.
He could play Jack Reacher, couldn't he?
Yeah, Zaid could do Jack Reacher, I think. But not Tom Cruise. Even though the movie was good, I just didn't get a Jack Reacher vibe off of him.
I couldn't see me playing Jack Reacher either.
Or even me. I mean, I'm like 5'11". You know, I'm a hair's breadth under 6 feet tall.
5'9" hairdresser isn't exactly good.
Yeah, I couldn't do Jack Reacher. I'm not tall. Jack Reacher's supposed to be this big, like he's supposed to be Alan. What's the guy's name? Alan Richardson or whatever. That's who he's supposed to be. Too bad.
He's a roided fucklow, isn't he? Have you seen him now? He's fucking jacked, mate. I tell you, he's so bulked now. He looks like he's got a shrunken head.
Yeah. He is huge, bro.
Zayd. I remember him from when he was in that terrible Titan series. Yeah. I think he was in that, the Titan series.
Yeah, he was.
Like,
you're right.
Titans.
He was good in that. I like
he was in that. What was it like, that husband and wife vigilante thing, wasn't he? And then he got killed.
Mm-hmm.
He was like,
I
what they
forget the
called
name.
something, Sparrow or something. I can't remember. I don't fucking.
Zayd, his dad tells him, Zayd in the chat says, always go for the ugly ones. None of your friends will want her. Okay. Well, you know, the James, now you know this. Like, a guy can, like, totally fixate on one thing. Like, if he's dating a girl and she has, like, a great ass, that's all a guy needs. Or if she has great hair, or if she has a great rack, or she has great lips, that's enough. Like,
Keep going. I'm fantasizing right now.
yeah. Like but a woman needs like the whole package, right? She needs the this and the that and the house and the six figures and the 9-inch dick and this, and has to be a supermodel, but can't be too into himself. But all a guy needs is to look at a woman and find one thing about her that he finds attractive. And usually every woman has one thing. Am I right, James? Usually, God.
A bad attitude.
Yeah. Well, if they have a bad attitude, they better be hot. Nacho says he was also in Smallville as Aquaman. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Smallville was pretty good. I liked that back in the day. That was a
the girl from Smallville. Didn't she become a cultist?
Oh yeah. She sure did.
That Nixium sex cult, and now she's a podcaster. This is the thing, right? Fucking, you could be a convicted criminal, run a sex cult, and you've got all these fucking views, and then there's us. Good guys.
Yeah.
Nice guys.
Well, it's because they're all connected, bro. The sex cult shit runs the world, if you want to think about that. It actually does. Look at Kim Kardashian. She got that Ray J fucking sex tape, and here she is out there. She's happy her mom produced that shit. If you guys didn't know that, her mom produced that.
Shit, am I going to have to leak my sex tape?
Yeah,
Jesus.
well, you're going to have to get your mom to do it, because you have to have, plausible deniability, so maybe if your mom will go in for it.
15 seconds, it'll do for a show.
Yeah, I think the Smallville, her name was like Allison Mack. I think that's what her name was.
Yeah.
Nacho says she can still get it. Yeah, I bet she can. She was attractive back then. She had a nice body, not one of those type of bodies that it'll hold up over time. So I
bet she was popular in that female prison, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Jesus. How did she survive, I wonder?
Yeah, bro, you're 100% right, bro, about that.
A butch lesbian's plaything.
Yeah. The funny thing is that, we got the ROTC guys. They're going to be going on their cruise here pretty soon.
Carry on cruising.
Yeah, they're all.
I'm excited for them.
They're all excited.
Nash might meet a woman.
They're all excited about it, and I kind of heard that their cruise might go a little something like this. I don't know. What are your thoughts, James? Are they gonna, that's a fellow.
Jesus, is that kid getting laid into?
Yeah, fellow party goers. That's at a cruise. That's at a Carnival cruise, bro.
Are they fighting over chicken?
Or maybe grape drink, or I don't know what they're fighting over, but maybe somebody.
Weaves are coming off. I love it when the weaves come off.
Yeah.
It's amazing. When they start fighting, the weaves are the first thing that comes off.
Yeah, maybe somebody stepped on their shoes or something. I don't know. I know that they don't like it if you step on their shoes. They get all mad about that. But can you imagine that, bro? Just like big fight.
I told you it's like feeding time at the zoo. I told you it's like fucking going to London Zoo. It's like a fucking chimp's tea party. It's like certain people, right? I know I repeat myself, but it's like certain demographics have total low impulse control. This couldn't be me. I couldn't get in a fucking altercation like this. Look, it's just a bunch of randos laying into each other.
Yeah.
And I bet you they don't even know why they're fucking doing it.
Yeah. The funny thing is,
it's just instinctual.
Nacho in the chat, he says he thought that they were going to go on a gay cruise. That's pretty funny. But no,
who's going? What is it? Is it Roy Smirsh, Frozen Asian?
Yeah, and I think Pessy's going, and their significant others, I think too, as well.
That's going to be good then.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Not all their significant others, I hope.
No, right? No, I don't.
I hope there's one person who didn't get a ticket.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think that they're gonna. Who are you saying there, James? Who are you hinting at?
I don't know. She's Yeah, I hope someone rips up her ticket.
Yeah, but he's got. Yeah, I think Merschel has that extra ticket. Let me see if I can pull something up here. I did this real quick today. A little cartoon about. I was laughing because I was thinking that Mersch is gonna sneak his cats in there.
I thought that was Vito at first, but I just realised it's Fat Mersch.
That's Mersch, bro. I've departed from the Vito cartoons back to the cat cartoons. with of course Royce with his big arms. But yeah, so I hope they have a good cruise. I'm going to do a couple cartoons about their cruise. We'll have a couple good laughs.
I like how Mersh is smuggling pussy.
That's right. That's right. He's bringing his cats on, so I thought that was pretty funny.
That's good.
But no, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they have a
yeah. You should get into that. I said, you should start cracking them out. Go old school again, because like people loved them. Do you remember? You're just so fucking busy. You haven't got the time, have you?
Super busy. But then I saw this as well. I think this is good. They're going to go on the cruise up in Canada. You have all of these Indians that not only are they shitting in the lakes and the streams, but now they're throwing trash in it. Like they're throwing their idols. This is part of their spiritual practice, where they have to actually litter and throw stuff into bodies of water. Look at that. They just throw that shit into the fucking water. I don't know. I don't know how this works, but look at that. Something Dinesh D'Souza, maybe. I think that might be who it is. I'm not sure. Yeah, but imagine that, bro. So you got that going too. I saw that. I thought that was pretty wild. Yeah, it should be littering. It should be called littering, bro. 100%. It's crazy. I don't know how they get away with it. Let me. I gotta fix your audio real quick. It just popped out. Let me get rid of that real fast. Let me pull it back up. There we go. I have to reset it. All right. I got one more funny thing to cover real quick, and I saw this. This is along the lines of, the whole women getting involved. Yeah, this is the whole thing about women that are getting involved in comic books or companies or entertainment, everything basically. All these women are getting involved in this stuff. So we got this thing. This guy, his name is John Byrne. Okay, this is the guy right here, John Byrne. He's an old guy. He worked for Marvel and he made a whole bunch of good X-Men. He basically made the X-Men fantastic back in the day. This is like in the 70s. Then in the 70s, he said some article or something about homosexuals, about how, I don't know, they don't belong in comics and all this kind of stuff.
He's canceled, is he now?
Yeah, and so he said that a long time ago, right? Well, anyway, so John Byrne, he goes on and he leaves Marvel and he's like doing his own thing now. And so he starts drawing X-Men by himself just for fun. And so he makes a whole bunch of volumes of X-Men, right? A whole bunch of stories that he does. He writes them himself. He's just an old guy. He retired and he writes them. And he used to be able to download them in a PDF and you could print them out for yourself. Well, Marvel came back and they bought the rights to it, and it sold out, James. It just recently sold out. The first printing, they're going to do 3 volumes of it to hold all of his books. And here, this lady named Heather Antos, this is her right here. She comes out and she says that he shouldn't be allowed to do this, which is crazy. He shouldn't be allowed. They're calling him like a homophobic and all this kind of stuff. If you compare the two, you got Heather. She's fat.
Well, that's a bad thing now.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I guess it's a bad thing. And John Byrne is a traditionalist. He's driven. He's 50 years as a comic writer for Marvel and DC, most influential creator in Marvel Comics history. And she wants to fucking basically cancel him for doing this. She called for a boycott on this.
Fucking stupid,
she says,
man.
You could be mad at me for what I said for all you want. I was policing no one. Everyone is allowed to spend their money how they want. If you want to spend it on supporting a man who used his platform to be vocally transphobic, amongst other things, that's your right to live with that. She literally told people not to spend their money on what they want. Bro, it's insane. This is what I'm talking about, James. And I think this is the thing that's going to connect all the dots today and basically pull everything together, is that bringing women into positions of power, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's in politics, whether it's in all of these things, is not a good idea. And we're starting to see the fruit of what's happened. We're starting to get the yield, the harvest. Our crops are coming. They're ripening, and it's not good, James. Do you think that when they replace Keir Starmer, we still have to talk about that a little bit, that they'll replace him with a woman? What do you think's going to happen there?
No, they're going to replace him with a clone.
A clone?
Right? They're replacing Sir Keir Starmer, right? They're replacing him with Andy Burnham. Now, when we talk about democracy a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
Right, but this is the democracy, right? Andy Burnham was the mayor of Manchester. He stepped down from being mayor of Manchester and he stood in the Makerfield by-election, right? Now, the Makerfield by-election, total votes, right, was less than 25,000, of which Andy Burnham won over 50%. So say he won 13,000 vote share, right?
Yeah.
Then he comes to the Houses of Parliament. He gets sworn in. Then he says to Keir Starmer, you've got to step down. So Keir Starmer resigns. Now, you would think there would be a leadership contest within the Labour Party, or Andy Burnham, once elected through said leadership contest, would call a general election. Because whether you like Keir Starmer or not, he won a general election voting all of the UK and won over 400 seats and over 170 seat majority. Right, so he had an absolute majority in the Houses of Parliament, right, and he's been ousted. There is not going to be a leadership contest. Andy Burnham's going to be coronated. Andy Burnham said that he's not going to hold a general election. You will have to wait till the end of the Parliament and the end of the term. So basically, he got elected by 13,000 people in Makerfield, and they made our new Prime Minister, who is going to have absolute sway and absolute say to take us back into the European Union over taxation, over business, over our entire economic model.
Immigration.
And he was basically immigration. He's a fan of mass immigration. He's pro illegal immigration. He's against borders. He likes open borders. He likes the European model. So basically 13,000 people put this idiot in charge, who is a clone of Sir Keir Starmer and goes all the way back to the Blair and Brown era. You can trace Andy Burnham back to the late 1990s. This isn't a new broom. This is like old school. You know, the only thing that's different is like, hello, my name's Andy. I'm from Manchester. I'm just like you. I like white toast. You know, I don't like any of that fancy ciabatta. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I don't wear a suit and tie because I'm like you. I come to work in a T-shirt. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like this guy tries to be likable, but he's just like Keir Starmer with a new bit of paint.
Yeah, so what you're saying is basically it's like the same thing that happened when Kamala Harris, when they did that whole switcheroo with Kamala Harris. Who was it that somebody pulled out or whatever, or Joe Biden pulled out at the last minute, and they didn't have a runoff. Yeah. They just said, nope, Kamala Harris is going to be the leader for the Democratic Party. That's how it's going to be. That's not very much. That doesn't sound like democracy to me, James.
They don't give a shit about democracy.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Do you know the ones that were going on about it, weren't they? They were going on about, you had like Ed Davey from the Liberal Democrats, you had Zach Polanski from the Green. They were going, Elon Musk and X is interfering in our democracy. We must bring in the online safety bill. We must have a ban for under 16s. Everything gets banned apart from fucking Blue Sky, of all things. You know why? Of course, because it's a left-wing platform full of nonsense. And it's like fucking, now they're fucking saying, but we got Mike Bloomberg coming over. Mike Bloomberg, you know, fucking former mayor of New York, left wing, comes over here. He's pals with Sadiq Khan. He's pals with Andy Burnham. He's pals with Keir Starmer. It's all connected. You know, they're allowed to have political influence and sway. But Elon Musk says something about the grooming gangs or Henry Novak, and then suddenly we have to take a fucking hammer to the internet.
Yeah, I saw that the that rape report came out, and of course Elon helped to circulate that, and a lot of people came out and said, well, it wasn't Muslims, well, it wasn't this, well, it wasn't that, and instead of just addressing what was the allegations and then trying to solve the problem, they want to basically shrug it off as identity politics, and that's a real problem.
Because diversity is our strength, apparently. Yeah. Like you just saw there with those Indians.
Yes.
Everyone keeps telling us, right, whether it be America, whether it be Canada, whether it be the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, wherever, Wales, Northern Ireland, they keep saying diversity is our strength. But the problem is when you get like mass migration, it causes friction with the indigenous population because you're bringing in a large group of people who are culturally different, religiously different. It's like lobbing a fucking grenade into someone's house. You know what I mean? It just causes this fucking tension and friction. You can't tell me, right, if this country was still 99.9% white, you know what I mean? That we would have issues. We have issues because the white population is going down at a rate of knots, and we're getting the immigrant population, which is a mix of fucking everything, going up. And it's like, yeah, but it'll be really good when it's a white minority. No, it won't. It'll be even worse. The last time this country was good was when it was an overwhelming white majority. Same for America. Same for Canada. Do you think Canada is a terrible place to live? I see it every day. I wouldn't want to live there. Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand used to be majority sheep. But now they've fucking got all these migrants coming in. It's wrecking the local community. Do you think the indigenous population? Do you think Maoris are really happy
Yeah, no.
about all these migrants that are coming?
No.
They're not. Do you think fucking in Australia? Do you think Aborigines are really happy about all these migrants coming in? Of course, they're fucking not.
Yeah. You know, and also the migrants, they come in with their own I don't know, racism against other tribes, like the whole caste system in India. You know, they have like the 4 or 5 different castes that they don't like each other, and how all that works.
Indians and Pakistanis hate each other, and
Indians
now
and
they're living so
right.
close together.
That they're
There's
gonna
not a
fight.
border separating
Yeah.
them now.
Yeah.
They live in the same fucking street,
Right.
and they hate each other.
Yeah. In New York, we had an incident the other day. And the incident was that we had a man's hand was completely cut off. I don't know if you heard about that, James, but the other day in a Democrat-run city, the violent crime is so routine that the stories of people having their limbs chopped off barely make headlines anymore. So we got basically, it was in Rochester, New York, a man's hand was cut off by a machete. Shout out to Commie Mark in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. Great to see you. So that's what's going on. You know, Commie Mark could talk to me, bro. We're talking about communist cities right here.
They probably thought it was a remake of The Evil Dead or something, didn't they?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah. Well, and then all throughout New York City, you see, they're going through and they're getting these, you call them buggies, we call them shopping carts over here, and they're turning those shopping carts into grills, where they're actually cooking meat in the shopping cart as if it was a grill. I don't know if you've seen.
You're not going to show me something horrific,
No,
are you?
okay, well, no, we'll leave you. We'll leave that alone.
No, show me. What are they cooking now, right? They were cooking rats the other day, weren't they? What are they cooking now? Dogs and cats or something?
No,
No,
they're. I don't know what they're cooking. They're cooking big game, dogs, cats.
What's Mandani doing though? As mayor, he can't think this is a good thing, right? Because I look at this from a London perspective, right? It's not great for tourism when you've got everyone running around stealing everyone's mobile phone, black kids on push bikes.
Yeah.
It's not good for tourism, right? It can't be good for tourism when you're walking out and about in New York, right? And you're seeing these fucking immigrants cooking everything that walks on 2 or 4 legs. You know what I'm saying? It can't be fucking good, can it?
I agree with you. I don't think tourism is even a goal anymore. I think what these cities are shifting towards is more of a communist or a fascist type of economy, where the elites work hand in glove with the government in order to enrich themselves off of the NGOs that are trying to help the poor people. They're building all kinds of low-income housing where they're charging, New York rates to have poor people live in there, and then they're pocketing all the money. Or they're trying to help homeless people, and they're paying like anywhere between $80,000 to $120,000 a year for each homeless person. And none of those homeless people get any of that, help. All of that money goes pocketed. I mean, they did a thing in California where they found out that all of the homeless money went to enrich the government. And in fact, they passed a Nick Shirley bill that said independent journalists cannot try to, report on that or do any kind of that, investigating. It's against the law now to do an audit, bro. That's fucking crazy.
What's going on with the Palisades? Is there any development on that?
No, there's no development there, bro. The Palisades are still where they're at. I think they have like less than like 5% of people are rebuilding. It's basically being held in a state of stasis. So you have Pacific Palisades being held that way. You have Lahaina in Hawaii's being held that way. You have Ashton in North Carolina's being held that way. And they all want to do these like data centers or mining or, use public domain, eminent domain to take back these people's land or force them to sell. Commie Marx says fascism is the merger of state and corporate power. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. That's what's going on over here. It's going on all over the America. It seems like, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong, call me Mark. But what are your thoughts on that?
Why would you want to ruin great cities, though? It baffles me why you'd want to ruin great cities like New York, California, London, and yet we see it. And then if you actually speak about it, everyone's like, nah, it's never been better. And I'm like, you only have to open your eyes. London's never been worse. Stop telling me how great London is. London is a fucking shithole.
Yeah,
I posted it the other day, like a video from Croydon, where I used to live. It's an absolute shithole, and it's a shithole because of mass immigration.
yeah.
It's terrible. You have no high street whatsoever. Like
Well,
I told
well,
you,
James,
it's just charity
you
shops,
just answered.
Turkish barbers. It's all money laundering in
I
the
know.
high street.
I was
That's
gonna
all
say,
it is, money
James,
laundering.
you just answered your question. Is that's the whole reason they want to change it? Is because when you have a country, they go through different phases of their economy. Like America, first was industrial revolution. After we did the industrial revolution, we went into the industry. We had the industry which built the middle class. We took our industry from you guys, from England. All of the companies in the industry came over to America. Then you guys became a financialized economy, which means you deal in debt. More of a banking system. Well, then we sent all of our industry to China, to third world countries, and then we followed your suit and became a debt-based, financialization-based economy. And then so that's what's happening now. And now the end goal with the cycle of the dollar winding down, as a reserve currency, is to break the bank and have it merge with the you got the government and corporations merging together to take advantage and basically rape the coffers of the taxpayer system. I think that's why they're breaking the cities, is because there's no more use for them. And you people like you and me that love the cities don't understand that from a financial, like that big brain all the way up there, from a macroeconomic viewpoint, that they have to do this in order to keep their system running, or else they're going to have to stop their system, and these big companies are not going to stop their system. Shout out to Mersh in the chat. Good to see you, Mersh. We got nice guy Mersh in the chat. Getting ready to go on this cruise, bro.
Sailing, man.
Yeah.
All I can think of is that Rod Stewart song, Sailing, in my head. You know what I mean? Bit of sailing, bit of Love Boat.
Yeah. We were just joking about that, saying that you're probably getting ready. All the guys are getting ready. You're probably smuggling your cats into your suitcase.
You get the picture back up, showing the art.
As we speak, you got you're smuggling the cats in the old suitcases.
The pussy.
The pussy. Hopefully, you're getting all the stuff that you need, getting all your goodies to have a great time on the cruise, bro. Hope you just have a blast, and I hope you guys do some streaming. That'd be a lot of fun. Streaming from the deck, that'd be fucking awesome. So I hope you guys have a good time.
If you push off the most annoying person, just give them a nudge. Get rid of them.
Hopefully you don't get in any fights, bro. I know that the certain party goers or cruise going people are gonna. We just played a video of it. I think maybe about 30 minutes ago about how the African Americans love to get in a fight or two on a cruise ship, and hopefully you guys can avoid that, Mersh.
There's probably some good-looking octogenarians on there that you can crack onto. You know what I'm saying? The 60-year-olds, the 70-year-olds, 80 years. They might be worth a few quid. You know what I mean? Rich widows. That's what you want to get into, mate. You want to get into the rich widow game.
Yeah, you just look and see if they have a Persian cat or anything like that. One of the expensive ones. I know you know what to look for, Mersh. 100%, bro.
I want to be a rich widow's plaything.
Yeah. Call me Mark says, he was agreeing with me, giving you the sentence that I was trying to say. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Yeah, you're right, Mark. That's exactly what I was trying to say. And it's evident that that's where our economy is going, and it's very unfortunate. And we're all watching this happen, and we didn't vote for it. James didn't vote for it in England. We didn't vote for it here in America. And we're watching it. We're watching it be carved up as we speak. We're watching Donald Trump give how many billions of dollars to Iran, and that Iran war deal that somehow we won, but we end up paying for it. James, if you win in a war, do you pay money or do you get money? I forgot how this works.
Yeah, well, you don't pay money when you win, do you? But he's paying because he needs the Strait of Hormuz to be open, doesn't it? Iran got him by the balls.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's like, it was a silly thing to get involved in, isn't it? It was a silly thing. It was a miscalculation. It was a misstep, and he's having to pay the price and pay the penalty to get out of it. So he's quitting while he's behind, and he's going to get further behind. You know what I mean? This is Iran total victory.
Yeah, yeah. I think that Trump is fucked 100% on this one. He miscalculated.
Midterms, he's going to get smashed to bits.
Yeah, he's gonna
smashed to bits.
Yeah. Shout out to a Force Mommy in the chat. She says, "Oi, bros, what's going on? Good to see you, FOMO." Mersh says, "Hopefully they hit Money Plane tonight." Yeah, if you guys hit, go watch Nightwave tonight. Superchat.dg/Mersh. Use the South London James voice, of course. Show him some bruv love over there. Help him hit Money Plane.
It'd be kind of cool on Saturday, wouldn't it, if we can talk about Love Boat stuff on the Love Boat? That would be pretty cool if we could just do we just do like a 2-hour Love Boat stream of like Mersh's romance and shenanigans.
Yeah, 100%. Mersh says he's probably not going to be doing a lot of streaming, but they are going to be recording a bunch of content and interviews. So we look forward to that. I want to see some stuff. I want to see you gamble a little bit there, Mersh. Maybe come away with a couple of W's, a couple of wins on the slot machines, because I know that's your jam. You know how to work them 100%. So that'd be fun to see 100%. Yeah. So anyway, the other thing I was going to bring up was that Grand Theft Auto is going to the.
Yeah, I've done a video about it. $100, man. $100 fucking dollars.
Is it $100 now? $100 USD?
$100 for the primo one. Yeah.
Wow.
And then the other ones, and you know, like the physical copy.
Yeah.
This is the bit that gets me, right? Because a lot of people are collectors, aren't they?
Yeah.
You're not going to get a physical copy. You're just going to get a code. There's just going to be like a code or a voucher inside that you download the game. So there's going to be no physical copy this time, even though you're paying $100 for it. But the thing that got me, right, you know, I'm a big Vice City fan, Tommy Vercetti.
Of course.
They're going to do like a Vice City package.
Okay.
So they're going to be all dressed up 80s. So I'm probably going to have to get that one.
Bro, you're going to have to get it. Bro, you should get it and stream with it or do videos.
Well, I've got my thing back there, haven't I? I've got my monitor and the camera. So what I'm going to do is I've got my PS5 in the living room, so I'm just going to bring my PS5 in here, do like a little couple of tests, and then probably just like stream the game.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I just sitting here, just sitting and play the game. You know what I mean? It's like I don't like the whole idea of the Bonnie and Clyde thing, but it should be good.
Yeah,
it should be a good laugh. I reckon it'd be a good game.
Yeah,
but $100, fuck me.
Damn, that's a lot of money. Yeah, you got to do it because it's going to be the biggest like content maker since I can remember, bro. Everybody's going to be doing this shit. Yeah, maybe even get James to do some shirtless ones, or I don't know. Maybe we'll figure some.
I'm gonna play it shitly just for the giggles and have everyone shouting at me in the chat. You're doing it wrong, old man. And I'm gonna be like, oh, what do I do here?
Yeah,
how do I do it? I'm gonna be playing it, but it's super shit.
Yeah, we got to figure out some gimmick. Maybe you yell at the fucking camera so that we can fucking get you blown up, bro. You become like everybody wants to go watch you play Grand Theft Auto. 5 was 6. I think it's 6, right? Yeah. So that starts the pre-order June 25th, which is tomorrow. Is it going to be midnight? So I guess it's tonight, right? Is it tonight?
Yeah.
Now, why do they have pre-orders if it's going to be all digital? Like, who cares, right? It's not like they have to make physical copies. Or is this just like the part of the sales cycle?
I think if you buy the physical copy that isn't a physical copy, it's just a code and a voucher.
That's what they said.
I think you get the game.
No physical copy.
I think you get the game 3 or 4 days before the digital.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
yeah, they're not gonna do that. But what about the old? Are you gonna play it on the PS5? I hear a lot of people are like excited about that new Steam Cube that's come out. Are you familiar with the Steam Cube?
Nah, I've always been like a console guy. So yeah, I mean, I got my PS5, man. I don't even know what the memory's gonna be like. Because I got my PS5 day one, so I've got a day one. I'll probably have to buy more memory because fuck knows what the memory's gonna be like for this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up real quick. What's the PS5 memory upgrade? I don't know, bro. That could be capable. How
because they got the advanced one now, haven't they? The PS5 Advance. I think that's the one D-Wag's got. I think he went out and bought that.
Of course, D-Wag has that one. Of course, D-Wag has that one, bro.
I've had mine from the jump.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay, not too bad. You got 2 terabytes for about $250. You got 1 terabyte for about $162. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe Zaid knows how much you'll be needing on that. He says more deals can be made, more sales before launch, almost like crowdfunding. That's interesting, Zaid. So you're thinking they're doing like a little crowdfunding kind of thing with Grand Theft with the GTA thing. And they're gonna kind of, it's gonna be buggy at first when it first comes out, but you have to buy it. Zaid, what would you recommend James getting for his memory? Let's see here. We got 4 terabytes, about $500. So you probably won't need the 4 terabyte. You probably just need something like 2 terabyte, $150, $200. I think that'll be pretty fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be coming out before Christmas, so that's all we're going to be doing, aren't we? November, December,
100%.
playing GTA.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then, of course, this is like the soft rollout, isn't it? Because the big thing is going to be the new GTA Online.
Yeah.
So this game is just a soft rollout. It's really just prep for GTA Online.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Samsung 990 Pro, 4 terabytes at $750. But that's probably the one you want for sure, bro. But is the memory, is that just to like the storage, to store all your data?
Yeah, store the game. But the one I've got, the storage is terrible.
Oh.
It's like fucking, I can't even remember what it is, but it's terrible. That was the thing about when you bought the PlayStation 5 from the jump, the original one. The memory there's terrible.
Okay, I'm looking right now to see how much GTA 6 is going to take.
I think I've only got like 100 gig left on mine. Fucking, I'm going through memory.
Okay.
I just delete some of the games off. Fuck it.
The likely size is to be between 200 and 300 gig, is what they're saying. Yeah. It could be as big as 650 gig. So, okay. That was debunked. So it's going to be between 2 and 300 gig. So I think it'd be okay with 1 terabyte. How much?
Might be all right.
How much memory do you have on yours right now, James? Do you remember?
100 gigabyte left. So,
but total,
probably gonna have to get a fucking.
How much total do you think?
I think on the original PlayStation it's like 800 gigabyte, isn't it? The original one.
Okay, well, you might have to get an expansion for sure then.
Yeah, I think so. It's probably best anyway. Just get one. You never know. You probably need it. But the problem is, the thing about the PlayStation 5 is mine's just been gathering dust because there hasn't been many good games.
Yeah.
It's been a shit system. You know, it has.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll have to get the. I see 1 terabyte. You probably only need 1 terabyte. I would get 1 terabyte with the fastest 1 terabyte that you can get probably with a heat sink. So yeah, I'm looking at, we got 2 terabyte for $250. Yeah, you'll be good. 1 terabyte, 135, 140. They're having the Prime Day deals right now on Amazon. Do they have the same Prime Days as you have right now?
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, they keep going on about it. The thing is, the fucking last game I played that Mafia Old Country, and that was bollocks. It's crap.
Yeah. It's very disappointing when they have bad games. I'm excited. I was taking a look at the Steam thing, and maybe Zaid knows a little bit more about the Steam thing, but it's not even as good as the PS5, which is disappointing. And it's about $1,400, and you can get a brand new PS5 Pro for about $900, and that's with all the bells and whistles. So I would think about that. Zaid said his started overheating. Zaid, what did you do to fix that? Do you have to get or can it be fixed? That's crazy. But no.
Get a fan or something.
No, you got to get memory at the heatsink, 100%. But no, I think, James, that'll be, when is it supposed to deliver? When is GTA 6 supposed to deliver?
It's dropping middle of November, isn't it?
Okay, so it'll be a lot of fun. You guys will be having fun. You'll be making all kinds of streams about that, bro. Yeah. And you're going to have all kinds of fun doing that, bro. I'm jealous. I can't take the time to do it, but otherwise I totally would. I'll probably be watching you on stream go through it. I'll be one of the people yelling at you, be like, James, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Your audio's terrible. It'd be D-Wag going, your audio's terrible. Can't see anything. What are you doing? It's all fucked. And I don't know.
Yeah. No, you and
I don't know, mate.
Zaid, are you gonna get GTA 6, bro? You and D-Wag and Zaid will probably have to be playing together, bro. That'll be a lot of fun. We'll get Bruvs on GTA, man. You guys will take that over. Yeah,
it's going to be a thing I want to get into and do it because, like you said, everyone's going to be doing it, and there's probably money to be made. You know what I mean? If there's money to be made, I don't want to leave any money on the table. You know what I mean? That was the thing when I said, like, I posted it the other day. I got odds of 33-1 of Serena Williams winning fucking Wimbledon, right?
Yeah.
Now, Serena Williams, right, is the one person that I can think that can get off her couch and she could run through the women's singles and win. And it's like 33-1. Of course, I'm going to bite your hand off there. Fucking hell. You put a tenner on, that's 330 quid. It's easy street.
Yeah. Oh, did you bet on her?
Yeah, I did it. I did it for myself, and I did it for my mum and dad as well. I put money on for me and put money on for them.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
all.
and
Well, when is Wimbledon? We'll have to keep it. We'll have to keep a look on that.
Wimbledon's next week. Just my
Oh.
luck, Serena Williams to get dumped in the first round. I'm going to be watching every game, praying she gets
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
But I think she can do it. I think she can make a run. I don't know if she's going to win it, but I think she can get like quarterfinals, semi-finals. I look at like, where's the odds? Here we go.
Yeah.
I think I've got the odds on here because I was looking at probably putting some more bets on. Right, so this is the odds at Betfred, right? You've got Sabalenka, who's 11-4. You've got Rybakina, who's 11-2. You've got Swiatek, who's 7-1. You've got Andreeva, who's 15-2. Coco Gauff's 11-1. Asimova is 12-1. Jessica Pegula's 16-1. Then you've got Noskova's 20-1. You've got Emma Raducanu, our girl's 25. Then you've got Eva Jovic is 25. And then Serena's next. They've got her on here at 28. She's 28-1 at Betfred. I got 33-1. So if you look at all those people that are in front of her, she can beat them.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
fucking Raducanu's ahead of her. Coco Gauff. You not think Serena Williams on a day could just run through them?
Yeah, no, I agree. We got to get Merch back in here gambling on female tennis again, bro. That was a lot of fun.
I think that's easy money. As long as she doesn't get as long as the heat's not too bad, or as long as she don't get a bad schedule, or as long as she don't pick up a knock or an injury because she's not used to playing rounds.
Yeah.
You know, if it's just her versus that person, I think she can beat them on the grass court any day because she's got a decent serve.
Yeah.
You know, she's going to be knocking down bombs and aces.
Yeah. No, you're right. Also,
Let's not black women have an advantage in the heat.
There's John. What's up, John? Now John's in the car studio, bro. No, as long as she doesn't get any of those Kool-Aid pineapples, get a couple of bad one of those, and you're done, bro. What
She
do
can get a good one and hit it out of the park.
she can get a little bit of that action going on. 100%. What are you up to now, John? Are you cruising home now? Are you done for the day?
I was listening and I heard James say he's actually gonna be a stream nerd.
He is, bro.
GTA 6 on stream.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna play GTA 6 on stream, bro. He's already got his whole camera set up. He's got the PS5.
So he's gonna have a computer and everything streaming on the internet.
I don't know if it's. I think he's gonna stream it
James,
through his.
I didn't even know you knew how to operate a computer. Bruv. I thought
I'm just gonna get some monkey off the street to help me.
Yeah. Are you gonna call D-Wag up?
Yeah. I'll get a trained monkey to help me. No, I'll be all right. Gee, this is the whole myth. Like, I'm stupid. It's like the biggest joke.
You were the only one who said that, bro. We all know that you're not stupid. Zayd says John lives in GTA. Yeah, John, you live in Miami, Vice City. For
I
sure.
do, Vice City.
Yeah, 100%.
That game was awesome. It felt like Miami.
John, are you going to get GTA 6? What are you going to do?
I don't know if everyone's going to play it. I might as well jump.
You should, bro. You should. We get the Bruvs on there doing it. We got Pat in the chat. She says you're going to the Pizza Stripper Club. Is that where you're heading off to right now, John?
No. I just left CVS. I had to grab some meds for my mom.
Nice.
John's the night stalker. You do know that, don't you? He's preying on all those women.
Yeah, he's like a murderer.
I don't
bro.
have
He's
the
a
hair
killer.
anymore. I used to have the hair.
Yeah,
and the beard and the 1,000-yard stare, you know?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Well, it's good that, you had a rough year, bro. You're coming back to life. You're kind of getting things back to normal. I'm glad to see it. Makes me happy. So you deserve a little GTA 6 stream time, man. Come on.
I might do it if James is really gonna stream.
He's
GTA
really gonna
6.
do it. James is really. He's already.
Yeah, I'm really gonna do it because I love money, and I think everyone's talking about this, and it's like I wasn't streaming when any of the other GTA games were there. So if I don't do it, I'm just shooting myself in the foot and leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, who doesn't like money? Who doesn't want to make money? And what's the easiest way to make money? Sitting in there playing GTA. It's fun and you're making money. What's not to like?
Oh, plus, yeah, GTA is fun.
GTA 6 alone will be trending everywhere. So
it's going to be trending everywhere for like a year, bro.
You're jumping on a bandwagon that's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
It's a fun game. I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Minus the gay and trans stuff.
No, it's going to make people's careers. I think you guys should totally do it, bro. John, you should do it. Start thinking about it now. Pre-sales go on. They start tonight at midnight.
How expensive are they?
100.
I'm just going to get it on computer. Isn't it? You have to pre-sale it?
Yeah, they're still doing pre-sales. I don't know why, but I think the pre-sales 80.
Is it just a download? Is it going to run out of download?
Yeah, it's going to be a download. Yeah. This is gonna be $80. Like I don't have a PS5 or anything like that, so I mean I'm not gonna.
No, I'm gonna play it on computer.
Oh, I don't. I have a Mac, so I couldn't even play it. I know that Grass is over there yelling at me about Linux right now, but no, Grass, I'm not converting to Linux, bro. Shout out to Professor Grass.
Have GTA 6 on Linux for a while, probably.
Well, no, they have a new thing now. Steam is running a translation software on a Linux kernel, so they can play all Windows games and everything.
Rejoice.
Right? Yeah, they're making it happen. Zayd in the chat says GTA is gonna be nuts in VR. Are you gonna do VR, James? GTA VR, virtual reality?
Nah, probably not. You know, I can go outside and punch a black man in the face.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Well, in the game, it'll be black on black crime, though, probably, because it's probably going to be a black guy, right?
Yeah,
I'm just going to go to the black neighborhood and commit mass murder.
Yeah. You're going to be like Chud the Builder, huh? You're going to be like doing that.
That's what we should do. That should be a thing. We should go in GTA and try and, get people to chimp out. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. I think John is a real life GTA guy right now. I think he just stole that car. He's driving around with it 100%. All right, people, we're coming up to the top of the second hour. We got Zayd.
Where's D-Wag? He didn't even come and say hello. He don't love us no more, D-Wag.
Yeah.
What's he up to?
Who knows? I think he's building a house. I think
Tamed.
D-Wag's like building a whole West Wing extension on his house, bro. I think he's.
I saw his setup and I wasn't impressed. It looked terrible. I was like, this is what I've been waiting like half a year for. I was like a monitor and a microphone. It's like, what is this? It's like I was led to believe that this was going to be the greatest setup in streaming history.
No.
And it's just a monitor and a microphone.
Yeah, no, I heard his audio is going to be really good though, James. I heard it's going to be really, really good.
Well, if his audio's good, it's been worth the wait, hasn't it? You know what I mean? All that money he's left on the table, it's been worth the wait.
Yeah. Zayd's asking, John, you smoke some cools out there? What are you doing? What are you smoking?
Nah, I don't smoke cools. What do I look like here?
I don't know. What do you smoke? If people want to,
I ain't black.
Yeah,
I smoke Marlboro, the Cowboy Killers, man.
Do you? You smoke the Marlboro Reds?
I smoke the Marlboro Reds, yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, I thought you were supposed to be giving it up, not smoking more.
That's what's keeping his heart pumping, not
Yeah.
the pacemaker.
Well,
It's the cigarettes.
That's so funny because I thought he was supposed to give up the cigarettes, but here he's out there. Every time I see him, he's lighting up a new one, bro.
I hope his doctor's watching this stream and is going to tear a strip off of it.
I'm gonna send this stream to your doctor, John. I'm gonna let them know what's going on. I'm gonna tattletale on him. Well, I'm kidding, bro. Of course. John, what do you want to leave us with a final thought? A little bit of nuance or words of wisdom that we can carry on into our hump day. What are your thoughts?
I made a comment in there earlier. You guys didn't get to it, and so that's my final thought of the day.
All right, what is it?
Is that fat bitch that was talking whatever shit she was talking about the X-Men comic book guy?
Yeah.
She shouldn't have the right to vote, nor to drive a car, nor to even speak unless spoken to.
Oof.
Islam didn't get everything wrong.
Oof.
That was my thought of the day.
Damn, you going full, John's going full Sharia. Go give him a follow on Third Rail Politic on X and Third Rail Politics on YouTube and Rumble and everywhere John is. All right, that's fantastic. Yeah. All right, James, what are you thinking? We talked about all kinds of stuff. We talked about the Rockstar game. We talked about your burgeoning streaming career. We talked about how you're going to blow up playing GTA 6. We talked about the double speak on the corporate. What are your final thoughts as we wrap it up?
Right, go and put some money on Serena Williams. Don't blame me if she don't make it across the line, but the odds are too good to turn down. So look into that. If you've got a spare tenner, put some money on Serena Williams. Go out and buy GTA and become a streamer like everyone else, because if I'm doing it, you can do it. And follow Mersh's journey on the Love Boat as he cruises along the high seas.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give James Domenico Grabbin a follow on X. He's a good follow. Give him a follow on YouTube as well. James Domenico Grabbin 81 on YouTube. And do you still post on TikTok or anything like that, James, or no?
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, I'm floating about everywhere. I just don't find it. I'll tell you, it is terrible when you have like the videos, the duplications.
It's like, a lot of work. Yeah,
sometimes I just don't have the time in the day, and then you get kicked out of the algorithm and you're fucking back down where you started. It's a grind, I tell you. It's an absolute grind.
It's a GTA
It's a grind.
It's a grind.
Well, it should come easy.
yeah.
You know, it should come easy to someone as beautiful as me,
That's
but it just doesn't.
That's
It's
right.
hard.
Look.
I mean, I think someone's like conspiring against us. I'm going to have to find someone to blame. It's either D-Wag or someone in the chat or that Roots Calhoun, my enemy, my nemesis. Someone
Roots,
is trying to like stop me from being huge.
Yeah.
When I find out who it is, you're getting it.
Yeah, 100%. So give James a follow over there too. And you know what, you guys have a great week. Have a great hump day. I got to get back to work. I got all these pages, all these comic book pages. I've been stone cold silent on X for at least a month, bro, because I'm doing these pages. I was got more pages to do, so I'm gonna get to it. You guys go kick some ass today. Have a fantastic hump day. Treat yourself to a little ice cream or something nice today, okay, people? Put your knuckles up, people, and let's get the hell out of here. Shout out to you guys. Bruvs unite.